Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tuesday, May 9th, 2017. And do you like how I synced up with that beat? Probably not. Let's get on with the show, though. It's gonna be a fun one, isn't it? Okay, right. Once again, it jumps back and forth between blue and dark. Maybe I shouldn't sign into my Visual Studio account. Maybe that's a lesson I've learned from the last couple of days. Probably not the lesson Microsoft wants you to learn. Doris is looking at me funny, apparently. I promise I slept well. Wait, do I have my... Okay, I do, okay. I was gonna say that I forget to turn back on my lower third, now it's there. Let's just get started. Okay, so we're trying to assemble... Oh, this is starting off magically, right? Okay, so we're trying to assemble the level, so that way when we're, you know, in the level we can have something to look at besides, you know, default texture and black void, and have some sort of interesting art style to go along with it. I probably should have opened my stream Firefox instance. Yeah. So people are wondering, we're kind of trying to go with this sort of art style a bit on the outside. Instead of kind of cement things, we're doing more like cross streams here. More like this sort of thing, although it'll end up being textured better. In other words, it'll end up being textured at all. It's kind of default right now. And obviously we need to do something to occlude some of this. I mean, not in-game, because in-game you can only see so many, you know, things. But yeah, so we're making a volume around the level. And we're intending having the level, instead of extending out like this, have it be a smaller plate that encompasses all the tiles. And my thought, not for the demo because this would be a lot of work, trying to, you know, wedge in a level streaming system or whatever. I mean, Unreal Engine has a level streaming system, that's what I'd be using, but having some way of having it kind of swap in the level decoration model, and then seamlessly, if possible, jump you into level. Well, seamlessly. Seamlessly typically means that you have like the game mode and the game states and the player instances all kind of persist. That's not what I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, we want that to be recycled because otherwise we can't change game modes. Which means we'll be playing, check it, the menu level edition, right? Not gonna work out. But yeah, have the decoration kind of float in. So it's like you're in this virtual void and you're choosing the level, and it's causing it to, you know, take existence, and then the camera goes in and the tiles appear and you're playing the game, right? Have that kind of consistency to it. It'll be fun. Technically, I'm not sure if it's possible, so don't hold me to it. Specifically, there might be some points where we have to dip to black and or some other, you know, some other transition because we obviously can't have the menu level and the game level be the same, because again, we don't know what game mode the base level will be, and we don't want to have the menu be the same game mode as that, right? But it's still something we could, try and have a vision for, right? But yeah, have that kind of float in. If it's too big of a performance issue, then probably not. I'm not too worried about draw calls for that, for a couple reasons. First off, Vulkan supporting UE4 is pretty close, getting there. So by the time we actually release anything official of the game, apart from like the demo that would be on like itch.io or something, to the point we get that point, they'd probably develop Vulkan there, so we wouldn't have to worry as much of the draw calls. And more importantly, the more important thing is that it would just be a stack decoration. We could just float in the full model, maybe in a couple pieces to help for performance. But well, since we're going to be drawing everything, it'd probably be better to have it all in at once, just with a low LOD. Thoughts on the newest Humble Bundle? To be honest with you, I don't really follow Humble Bundles a whole lot. I don't really follow Steam sales that much either, unless I have to report on one. And when I have to, I don't mean like Ryan tells me, but I mean... So, behind the scenes at PC Perspective, there's... behind the scenes at PC Perspective, there's not a lot of times where Ryan will come out and say, hey, this is an article that needs to be done or whatever. Sometimes he'll forward emails from PR people to be like, hey, anyone who wants to pick this up, grab it. And sometimes he'll assign it if it's a big thing, like the Carrizo launch event. That time I had to go to San Francisco for that. But yeah, so when it comes to actually making posts and stuff like that, usually it's just us independently looking around the internet, finding anything interesting, and if it's interesting to us, and we all have our own different, ideas of what's more interesting. What I was working on a little bit, well, I have in my queue. It's not going to be worked on right now, because I have a GeForce Experience post to go for it. But one that I found interesting is VRWorks Audio, and if you've been following a little while, you might know that I actually kind of like GPU accelerated audio, the concept of it. And I was actually working on something that was GPU accelerated audio, ray tracing, sounds. Mine was a bit different, but I was working on something like that before NVIDIA announced VRWorks Audio. But it was just not really working out so well. I was pitching it to a company, and the company's like, that's awesome, but we closed down our labs. It's like, your website's still up, and it's like, we know, we're trying to take it down. It's like, crap, right? Probably said too much there, but it's anonymous. Right, so, yeah, what was I even talking about? Right, so, what I was trying to work on at that point was, oh, Unreal Legend hosts me for 13 viewers. Thanks for the host, and I'm sorry in advance. And if you want to join in the chat room, feel free. I don't mention people by name unless they speak in the chat, but if you speak in the chat, I take it as license to say you by name, because I don't know if you're trying to lurk or not. You might be a popular streamer of some sort, game development or otherwise, and you don't want to be bothered. So if you're just in, the user accounts, I'm not gonna say anything. But if you say something in chat, I'll usually say you by name, unless it's an inappropriate name or something like that. Yeah. So don't feel like I'm not drawing attention to you. I'll probably say, hey, welcome to the chat, like someone just jumped in. Hi, welcome to the chat. But I'm not going to say your name until you speak in the chat, because I don't know if you're just trying to lurk. Anyway. Yeah, so what I was working on at that time was trying to make a audio pipeline, like start to finish, just the entire pipe, but have it all be in user space, because at that point, you could make a library that's open, and you say, okay, if you don't touch anything, you can set it for a lot of sound calls, you can set it for ray traced audio, and you can kind of make it modular. And you assemble the modules you want, and that's the sound effect you get, and it's going to be GPU accelerated, it's going to be efficient, it's going to be great, right? But then I'd also have points in the pipeline where I could say, hey, if you want to inject a script shader at this point, then, you know, here's where we're calculating Doppler shift. If you want to inject a script here to, you know, have speed of sound be variant by, you know, Z position, I can spare the, like, 4 times 3, 12 bytes of local memory for world position of source or whatever. So if you have the Z position, maybe you want to have, like, a space game of some sort as you go higher above the into the atmosphere. Like, not space, but like a plane game. You go higher in the atmosphere, air gets thinner, speed of sound decreases? Because it lets come, yeah, it decreases. So then you have a bit of a weirder Doppler shift. You could have that happen in that, and you want to inject that shader? Inject that shader. And as long as you only use the variables that we allot for, then you're fine. You know, performance is good. But then you can start getting to the point of being like, well, it's also open source, it's all user land, it's just shader code and a bit of a, you know, a bit of the native code back in. It was JavaScript, okay? This was before WebCL died. Keep that in mind. So, yeah, you can just inject a different string and it's fine, I don't care, right? Do what you want. However, if you go into the point of, you know, ripping apart the module and you have slow performance, I'm sorry, you just, you know, wrote your own program, you do it yourself, right? Unless it's something you want to contribute back or whatever. And that was kind of the idea. I'd make these little modules and have them all kind of stack in, you know, in various pipe, and that would be good. All that to say, there's a VRWorks audio post coming up. I guess I just was ranting. Let's get back to work. Right. Okay, I lost my mouse cursor there for a second. There we are. So here we are in Unreal Editor. This is cross streams, but I think what we're going to do is now we have an idea of what it's going to look like. We're going to actually do this in chessboard level first. So we have 3 wide, so we're going to have probably 12 around and however many up. It's 5 each, probably want to be 250, it's 10 each, so 5 of 10. So we want 5 high. And then we'd have a floor, so we have to rotate it. And then we'd have some sort of solid box going around there. And this would all be a plate with kind of voxel-like graphics. Kind of like this is what I'm trying to go for, although instead of having it be solid voxels, have it be more like the kind of beveled voxels you can barely see here. Okay, so let's go back into chessboard level. Don't save. And now let's start deleting stuff. Actually, don't save. Let's save a copy. Come on. Oh yeah, make a new folder here? Okay. Old battle chessboard. So save all. Now we're gonna open regular chessboard back again. There we are. Oh, welcome to the chat as well. Again, I'm not gonna say people by name unless they talk in chat, because I don't know if they want to be mentioned by name. You got those shadows, right? It's like a coffee stain. Anyway, so now we're gonna start applying our cross streams assets into the chessboard level, because I want chessboard to be the one that is done first. We'll actually start by removing some of these here. That's my post-process volume. I want to keep that. Hee hee. Light mass, importance volume. I'm probably gonna make this pretty big. So I want to count. I want it to encompass the entire level. Or do I? We'll leave it as is for now. Because even though... So the thing about light mass importance volume is they'll start doing things like lighting voxels, so dynamic objects can make use of the light. Yeah. Little swear word there, sorry folks. In the lyrics. Yeah, so we can have dynamic objects pick up the lighting of the scene. However, we're not going to have anything really much far away from the actual board itself, so I probably don't want to do light mass importance volume except around the place where this stuff will actually occur. I can probably do standard lighting for the rest of the stuff. So let's add some stuff. Okay. Well, this is what it this is what it looks like. It wasn't what I was trying to do, though. Okay, so oh, what was it again? It was a 5,000, and then 25,000, and then 0. Is that right? Oh, negative 25,000. I mean, we're gonna have to do 25,000 as well, but you know. Yeah, make sure I did right there. Okay. And now we're going to duplicate down to negative 5,000, because that is, these are 10,000 wide, 5,000 tall. I guess when I was saying have it come in, I probably would say have it come from the top, because if you look at the way it's gonna be laid out, there'll be kind of like a, you know, bright void above the level. So I guess the plate would come down from the sky and go into this kind of cavern type thing. In case you're wondering, this is from Mirror's Edge. This is from Mirror's Edge. The original one. I'm not sure if that was a mod. Yeah, I guess that would be a mod. Although there was some official ones here. Official ones look kind of like this. So, we want 250 high, so it's 50, so we need 5. for it to be a good cube, so we probably want to be larger than that. Okay. Let's see though. So rotate around X 90, negative 90. Now we try it. Okay. And you see this is a little bit of an issue we have here. How these, oh, do they clip in an interesting way though? So they clip into each other, so I was planning on having it have a transition, but if it looks good, then I don't really care, do I? I don't see how this would end up being. Oh, I think I did screwed up here. Yeah, okay. That makes much more sense. Okay. There we are. Okie dokie. Bum, 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 bum. So instead of negative 1250, we're then going to add another, well, yeah. So 50. So it'd be negative 75. There we are. Mental math on stream. Okay. Not really into it today. Well, not really into it. That's not even the right words I'm trying to say. We should probably give you a state of mind here. It's been a busy couple weeks for me. What was I even trying to say? So not coherent today, I guess is probably what the best way of describing it. I don't even know anymore. Enjoy the show, folks. The slow descent into madness. Well, let's go. Is there a Monster Cat song called State of Mind? I have no idea. I can search for that, though. There actually is, apparently. Atmosphere, State of Mind from Monster Cat 16. There's also one from Tristram, sorry, called Frame of Mind. So you know what? Let's play them both. So 1 second while I pause my foobar. Oh, which one did you want? Do you want State of Mind or Frame of Mind? So State of Mind's Monster Cat 16 and Frame of Mind. Doesn't seem to say. April 2014 would be probably 17 or 18. No, a Frame of Mind. Okay, so I'll try to find that one. 1 second. I have to add files. Okay. I expanded the song number, not the song title. Frame of mind. Okay, so let's play this one. I can play any Monster Cat song. So. Oh, this one. Yeah, I know this one. Uh-huh. What? Oh, okay. What's going on with you? Okay, so you're just casting a shadow then. Or having a shadow cast upon you or something. So how I do, and honestly I probably should even use VLC for this anyway, but how I usually use foobar is I have on my hard drive all the Monster Cat FLACs. It used to be MP3s, but I mean, if I'm going to be using, you know, compressed audio, might as well use uncompressed audio to have a better stream. And I just dump in the album. So if I want to, play Monster Cat 18, I delete my playlist, go in, find folder, Monster Cat 18, drop it in, and then just use sort by song title, and done, right? It does mean I have a hard time making playlists, but that's not this playlist other than the full album, of course. Oh, okay, I didn't actually explain this. So, VLC says foobar's better audio is lighter, but VLC is more robust. The reason why I was considering VLC is because when the track changes, it'll do a pop-up to say the track is now this, track is now this, track is now this. Very few players I've seen actually do that because it'd be annoying in most situations. But it would be helpful in stream so people can see what the song is each time, right? There are ways I can do it through other methods, especially if I hook into an OBS plugin. But if I can just have VLC or something do it, that'd be nice. But it's not a very high priority for me right now. I'd rather make a good quality stream versus, you know, one that has, you know, song titles popping in and stuff like that. Monster Cat gets my money, they don't need a free advertisement. Wait a minute. Didn't I do more than this? Guess not. Oh, there's an on-screen display plugin for foobar already? Awesome. Let's actually see about this, so 1 second while I get this. I always load stuff off screen even though I know the URL is going to be something valid because it's a foobar, but I always do it off screen for some reason. Let's look at their homepage. Okay, this is just text. So add support for triggered event on-screen display. I'll look at this after the stream. Thanks, Mir, for the help. I probably should have just asked. Oh look, a monitor I'm not using. I probably should have just asked a while ago, but you know. And we're back to alone. Okay, you notice our pivot is just in the corner here, so we're going to, so I was hoping to have a box or something that would frame the bottom to give it a bit more of a, you know, transition. Mir says, by the way, Foobar 2K works in Linux too. Funny you should say that, because how I found out about Foobar was when I was playing around with I can't remember which time it was. I found it when I was using Linux. I can't remember if that was when I was using Ubuntu or if that was when I was using Mandriva. Back when Mandrake actually was a thing. Mandrake actually is gone. Mandriva is actually gone now, right? Anyway, like legit gone, I think. Anyway, yeah. So how I learned about Foobar was I was actually using it as my media player when I was on Linux. I think it was actually Mandrake. It was a Halloween. Set my computer. 2003. Might be wrong. Anyway, yeah, so I found out about it because I was using it on Linux, so I know it works on Linux. That's how I found out about it. Not to say that to say stop, help me or anything like that. Obviously, it's awesome that you're helping. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Gonna be a fun day, folks. Okay, now we're going to clone here. Get to right around that level, do 1250. And then we're going to do a negative Y scale. Bing. So this is kind of what I'm hoping the actual check-it environment will look like. Actually, before I do this, so 64 times 300, actually I should just do 3, 192, so we will have about 26, 27 meters on either side until we hit the wall, which will give us enough room for some decorations. So you can see what I'm hoping to go for here. Have this be something floating in space, like a voxel grid of some sort, and have that be our level as it comes in and out. And let's see, can I be greedy? Can I just use a movement widget? Oh, that's interesting. I screwed up, but I screwed up in a recoverable way. I just need to add an extra, so that's 50 meters. I needed that. Oh, no, these are 10, so that's 100 meters. Need to add an extra bit to it. So each square is 10 meters. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100 meters, 300 meters. So why isn't 150 working? Oh, because it's 1250. Okay, I got the idea now. Yep. Quality entertainment, folks. Quality entertainment. Not gonna say what quality, but it's quality. Okay, okay. Nope. 1250 or 300. What? Multiple X values shouldn't be. Did I have something else selected? Oh, it wasn't right. And then negative 1500. You know it's a good point in your stream when you're making fun of your own typos. And by the way, if you think this what I'm doing right now looks like crap, tell me. This is a good time to tell me. 0? Oh, okay, that's good. Come on. 10,000. And then pull 15,000. I almost want to press A to deselect, but that's not the right editor. I'm thinking Blender. Right. And then 15,000. Then negative X. Cool. I can't adjust it from the editor because yeah. So now we're gonna take place in this grid here. Right, so we're gonna save this. So we're gonna actually replace this board entirely with something that's gonna look sort of like this, albeit not a town. It'll be some sort of chessboard of some sort. But until then, let's see what happens when we do. You know what? Let's try doing like mass importance volume that encompasses all this. So let's do 31,000 by 31,000 by 31,000. 7,000 here. Okay. Do another save. And let's try doing a lightning build, which for some reason has been acting weird lately. And again, I still want to have some sort of bevel for the corners, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. All we have to do in that case is just select each wall, move it out slightly, and then add a BSP chunk in the middle. Which we can use BSP in this time, because, well, the virtual space is not going to move, it's only going to be the tiles inside it, like the level inside it. This game is in serious need of some C++ attention now. Welcome everyone to the chat. Again, and so, just so people know, the policy of this stream is that everything in this game is designed to be done on stream. Bad idea for productivity in hindsight. I've been working on this since November 2014. Should tell you something. Just working on our style now, right? Gameplay works. But, yeah, so everything's going to be done on stream unless a publisher comes along and says, hey, we'll help you, whatever. The idea is that I would release a free demo on like itch.io or something, and then see what the response to that is, and gauge development based on that. The goal is to have the stream be the product. At least it was. It's not been exactly all the most. I haven't made a single ad dollar from this yet. It's been a cash hole and a time hole, but every project starts as that, right? Especially when you're limiting how much you can develop it based on artificial constraints, hope being to make the product more interesting. So everything has been developed on stream, and the stream is supposed to be the product, and I'm still going with that mindset. All that to say, if you have any questions or you want to talk or anything like that, that's the point of this. So go ahead and ask questions. And actually, Mir just asked one. Am I having fun? Yes or no? Well, I never actually thought of that. Working on a project for 2.5 years, never thought about it if it was fun. I mean, the game is playing it, but it's like, That was an armor-piercing question, Amir. Let's get back to the game because the lighting's been built. Okay. What? Oh, the skybox. Okay. Sure. Oh, that doesn't look right at all. Oh, the skybox. I see. Oh, first off, this needs to get changed. I thought I already changed it. Maybe I didn't save it. Bingo. Oh, I never used it. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Sun brightness, and the angle. Probably gonna increase the angle now. Actually, why am I using Epic Courtyard? Do Studio. Okie dokie. Now we're gonna have the sun angle be Oh, what am I doing? I'll be honest with y'all. A project I've been working on recently was in Unity, so I am thinking still in Y up. Yeah. Pitch would be, I don't even know anymore. Is that straight up? No, that's down, okay. So 90? Would 90 be straight up or straight down? It's like straight up, okay. I'm going to increase sun brightness to 10 just so I can see. Yeah, that's bright as heck. Too much Coca-Cola. Possible. So let's go back to 2. Let's go to 2. Oh, no, what am I doing? And let's see how this builds. And while I'm waiting for it to build, let's go to make sure everything's fine by going to light map density mode. It's kind of low, but that's okay because, I mean, how much density do we really need for something that is off in the distance? We have more than 1 pixel per one of these, you know, objects, so per feature. So that should be fine. All the games are hipster pixel. Oh, really? Let's go to... right, you were talking about that earlier. Divided by sheep? Huh. That's speedrunners, yeah. Cluster truck. I heard that one before. I mean, I heard more than just that, but, you know. Actually, I haven't really heard a lot of these, though. Oh, Hello Neighbor. Yeah, I know this one, definitely. They're tiny build. Well, believe I know they're tiny build. Scroll down. Oh, Party Hard 2. Nice. Too late? What?
Hello?
Let's go back to Foobar. Let's, you know what? Let's open up different... see if anyone here is a Linus Tech fan. One second. There we are. Sorry to play it again to make sure it's starting that part of the playlist. Here we are. It's starting to finish off there. Good. So let's see what it looks like in game. Oh, you watch Lion's Tech? Liking this art style a little better. Obviously, want to change the material. So I'll show you all what it would look like when we're actually in the level. More serious business. You clearly don't know Josh. So the website I work for is PC Perspective. It's a group of us here. I am not among this picture. That was from CES 2 years ago. And we have Josh, this guy right here, who, yeah, it's going to be a little funny. So again, don't mind the chessboard assets. We just made them, but we're going to replace them to make it fit the more pixel art style. So what do people think about this so far? I wonder if we can do a miss of materials in light mass. I seem to remember that being a thing in UE3. They added 4.6. Okay, so this is good. I'm thinking that I'm going to have around the corners. Why am I putting myself? Thinking I'm going to have around the corners. So there, and around the box, have it be little either BSP or static mesh of some sort that would have a emissive material on it. Maybe not the entire thing, but on it. That would emit light, and that light would help light the environment a little bit. So it reminds Durs of Empire Strikes Back in that sky station thing on what's Dagobah? Or like Mantuine. The gas place. I will call it Cloud9. Cloud City. Bespin. Bespin gas. Okay. I kept wanting to call it Vespin gas, but that's StarCraft. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's play a game. I do like how it's actually a bit more easy to see the pieces now. Seems to be. Let's open up the standard one. Let's see if we get it. Nope, it's not gonna be nice to me. It's gotta move one of these, is it? Yeah, of course it is. Right. Let's try this then. Okay then, thank you. Huh. Let's go pure aggro on this guy. And by this guy, I mean the computer. It literally just gave me a fork. Thanks, computer. And now you die. And now I'm stuck, but that's okay because, well... I took down a lot on my way out. It paid for itself. Let's bring Knight out. What was that? Oh, you jerk. So much for paying for itself, huh? And I can't even move this out because the bishop will come back and eat me. All I can do is move it there. Let's move it there. And now I learned my lesson. Or no, I didn't have anything to catch it. Oh. No. Oh well. I just gave it free mood, free meal. Oh well. Free mood, what have we been talking about? Okay, I know what I was trying to say. I was trying to say meal and food at the same time. Okay. There we are. Brains are weird. Yeah, don't stop there. Let's be aggressive. Okay. What? Oh, the queen! Okay, well, I'm gonna lose this round. Beaten by my own game. Okay. Right, let's get back to work. So, let's go back to our reference. GG computer, yes. Good game, computer. So our largest level, because we're not going to make anything larger than cross streams, I don't think. Our largest level is 192. We now have 300 on an axis for size. No, this song is Mira's asking if this song is Tokyo Machine. It is not. It's Nitro Fun and Hyper Potions. The band, and the song is Checkpoint. just show you this here. Checkpoint by nitrifying hyper potions. Anyway, oh. Duh. Huh. If we have this, then I don't need... Let's see, it's actually in game again. I do kind of like this, you know, lit effect. So what I was thinking is that instead of having this up here, I could just have an emissive material object up top here. Kind of like they do for this. Have it be so bright that it, first off, it casts a lot into the environment, but it'll also be an even light, which will light the, light this evenly, at the disadvantage of losing the lighting detail on the metal. But I might still get enough of that from the walls. So let's try that. So let's add a cube. So we'll do 0, 0, 15,000. So 15,500. And we'll have it be a scale of 1,000. How big was it supposed to be? Then we will create a new material. And you know what? I'll probably give it a bit of a blue tint. I said a bit of a blue tint, not that much.
I wanna take you out of, take you out of, I wanna show you all. take you out of take you out of I wanna take you out of
Wait, why is it?
take you out of I wanna show you off take you out of take you out of
Just need to be built or something? Right. Here we are. Using this for static lighting. Oh, okay. So let's try this. So the point of what I was saying earlier is that if anyone has any questions, then by all means ask away. People think, oh, I'm slowing you down or whatever. That's the point of the stream, right? The point of streams to be interesting as a stream. My hope was that the game could be perpetually free and just constantly sponsored by Twitch revenue, YouTube ads, things like that. But again, I haven't made a single cent from it yet, so yeah. I'm still waiting to see how it'll end up when I do the proof of concept demo. Unless a publisher comes up to me and says, hey, we can help you with it. In which case, hey, check it, right? And now we're not listening to that song. I'll drop the music down a bit more. Okay. So one thing as well is that people, whenever when I started doing this, they're like, oh, you must be a big fan of chess and stuff like that. And it's like, no. I don't really care much about chess, to be honest. It was a game jam entry originally, and I was going to do it on stream. And we've just been continuously working on it until it would be demo and so on and so forth, right? Yeah, so it's not like I have a big, attachment to chess or anything like that. It's just that I think the gameplay loop would be fun, and in our multiplayer tests so far, people have been loving it. So we'll see, right? It's funny. It's like, oh, I like doing story-based, narratives and stuff like that. I am not a very safe person to have a story, to be in charge of a story. Very little is sacred for that sort of stuff. I have no problems make an emotional narrative of some sort. So let's see. Oh, that's interesting. So we're getting some light bleed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go into our light source here. And you know what? I'm just gonna the skylight. Spheric fog. Okay. Skylight. FX world. Ah, there we are. There we are. So let's try this. Gonna do another build. Let's actually do a higher lighting build just to see how that works. Alright, cool. We'll talk about that after, Mir. Kind of like the ambience of it. This is the kind of what I was trying to do with the lighting detail, although I'm not really much a fan of how it's affecting the metal pieces. We'll see how that works after we build our lighting. Walls look kind of like granite. It actually needs a new material. This is just default material. We haven't assigned anything yet. My hope is that this brightness here will make it look like something is ascending from something that's too bright to see. Oh, BP Light Studio, that's what I was trying to look for. Alright. There. So let's see how it looks with production quality. We'll then drop it back down to high. After we see what it looks like on production. So we can see how our chess pieces will respond to that sort of light, whether we need some other level of variance for it to work or not. Or whether the atmosphere around here will be enough. And again, I'm going to push these walls back a little bit. Add some corners, because obviously this doesn't really look all that good on the side. Yeah, maybe it does, but still. That's while we're waiting for that, we can go to Filter Forge. If people remember, a while ago I said there was yeah. Thanks, Filter Forge. There was a program that I used for generating textures. I'll drop down the volume a little bit more. Program used for generating textures, and I said there's a library of stuff. And I was careful, I was like, be careful, because, you know, it's not like, you know, textures off of Google Image or something like that. No, these are designed to be used in games and so forth, right? That's why you buy the program, and that's why people submit these filters. They get a bit sticky if you try to, like, sell it to a texture site to generate textures. But if you're using it in a game or something, that's exactly what it's for. So I was going to look and see what kind of generated images or textures we can use to then apply those to the tiles. in one way or another. As we look over here, about here, there is some variation in how the textures are done. On a per voxel, even though we're kind of doing about voxel art, but not really, per voxel basis. We can take care of that with the, you know, with the material of it, right? I really do like this art style. It's fun because I was never really big on voxel art, or even pixel art in that matter, but I'm really liking how clean this is. The details are big but sharp enough that at any resolution they'll still seem right? I say any resolution, I mean any resolution over a certain amount, not under. It will look really weird at 1:1 resolution. As non-solid colors tend to. Hopefully that joke came across. Sure, why not? Oh, it's done. Yeah, this is unusable. Need more than just the ambience. Would look kind of interesting for some levels, but no. That kind of ghosty outline. So we're going to need to add something there. So let's see if we can add HDRI. I don't know if that will come through, though, because we'd have to literally go through. Oh, wait. Unlit, okay. So there won't be any shadows generated by that. Did they have a skylight here? No. Fish your eye. Holy crap. Now this looks interesting. There's a bit of a surreal kind of glow to it. Let's try this for now. I'm really liking, if it comes out like this, I'm really liking it. We're gonna be wrapping up fairly soon, but yeah, so I'm liking how the art style is going so far. I think. So the idea would be that I'd push this out a little bit and have some corners here, just standard boxes. I was gonna make them be emissive as well to have a bit more variation, but if the skylight works like that, that could be pretty interesting. Hello, welcome to the chat. Again, I don't mention people by name unless they speak in chat, because I don't know if they're trying to lurk or not, if they don't want to be disturbed. So if you want to talk, then, you know, by all means, feel free. I'm not ignoring you, just don't want to, you know, say hi, welcome to chat, but not really by name. that's kind of the art style. Is I'm hoping to have each level be a plate that kind of swoops in from the ceiling. It'll eventually, like for now, it'll start just be loading in place, but when you load the map. But I'm hoping to have it transition by coming in, and then the level will appear on top of it. It has to have a transition effect, but the problem is if I have a transition effect, that means it needs to be dynamically lit, which is a problem when you, you know, are optimizing for static lighting. A lot of objects can't be dynamically lit, because that's just expensive, right? So yeah, we're going to replace the chessboard probably with something that looks a little bit like this from an art style. And yes, I'm killing time while Swarm Agent's processing light maps. And I know I said I'd turn it off of production quality after that one built, but that was a significant enough change. I want to see what production's like on that one too. And I mean, we're making quite a bit of progress today, so it's not like waiting for loading bars is going to be really slowing us down all that much. I love allergy season, right? Yeah, sniffles. Allergy season, what's that? It's when histamine ruins your life. I don't get bad allergies, but, you know, I know some people who get some pretty bad allergies. Yeah, Mir has allergies 365 days a year. I know the feeling. It's funny because I usually didn't get much like spring and summer allergies. Most of it was in the winter for some reason. I don't really know why. I should probably get tested for, let's find out what my allergens are. Oh yeah, I'm not asthmatic at all. I don't have asthma. Which reminds me of a story. I got time, so actually I probably don't. You're saved by the bar. Oh. Uh-huh. That didn't come out as I intended. At all. Let's see if instead of baking lighting again, we can just do it at post-process volume. Oops. There on exposure. So we're on 0.6, 0.6. Let's see if we go down to 0.3 and then 0.3. 0.1. Of course, we'll save. So it was 0.6, 0.6, remember. Let's actually do 0.15. Save again, and we're going to load it in from the actual level. I'm worried about how the UI elements are going to be. Chessboard 1 versus AI. Yeah, it's definitely way too bright for that, so we need to increase our brightness in a light rather than increase or decreasing the sensitivity of our so we need more light, not a wider or more whatever. Hi, Jill. Yeah, we're actually about to wrap up. Sorry about that. So yeah, I'm going to need to actually increase this again, but yeah. There we are. This is the instant kill. This is the instant kill. And I win. Boom. Okay. So we're gonna need to add more light rather than just decreasing our post-process volume. Try 0.65 actually. And then in the lighting value, first we're gonna switch our lighting quality back down to high. And we're gonna go into BP Light Studio. Use skylight. Intensity. Let's see here. So, global brightness. We can raise that. So let's do 3, 4. Do 10. Let's go nuts. That's not too much actually. Say then, let's back down a little bit. Okay. Build. Something's really weird with Unreal Engine lately when it comes to trying to press the lighting button. Not exactly sure what it is. I have to watch this episode, yeah. It started off with a bang. I was losing my mind. Oh, I never actually saved emissive. Whoops. Shame, because this is usually a good song to end off on, but when you wait for it just fits well with the ending, well, the bumper. It's the same ending for bump. I should have been smart enough, and I know that, you know, this didn't work out, but I should have been smart enough to make different bumpers for beginning, intermission, and end. But I kind of all the same. So now when I switch one or the other, people don't necessarily know from comics. I mean, if it's a star, then they know. I mean, it's written on it, but a lot of times people are like, oh, you know, I missed the show or whatever. It's like, no, it's just, you know, an intermission. Anyway, right. I forgot what I was gonna say. As I said, it's been a busy couple weeks. I need to obviously fix this. Move it back a little bit and have something around here, which will be... Alright, we're looking for a filter for it. Something like this could work. I guess I'll bookmark this. They're all machine generated by fractals, so yeah. This will not work, but it could be interesting to look at nonetheless. Some of these filters are actually pretty high quality. And they come with diffuse, bump, and normal. So you can use displacement, stuff like that, even though it sometimes doesn't work so well based on, you know, if it requires vector displacement, it's not going to work as well because it's only linear. But you get the idea. It's only linear, so. Let's look at stone. Dunes. This one looked like it's gonna be better than it was, but oh well. I mean, this looks pretty good. Not useful for me, of course, because I'm not doing that, but kind of cute little fractal design there. So we get some ideas to think of. Oh, it's done. Save. Liking this little look. Let's see how it looks in the actual game with the aura down. So once again, we need to play a game against Alice. So if you're playing this game, there is an instant kill possible. And the idea is if you can get your queen here, yeah, I'm going to need to tone it down a little bit, then you can block Creative Worlds, yeah. Then you can get queen here, you can threaten the king immediately. In order to prevent that, you need to have... so you'll threaten this, but there's a pawn in the way, but if they don't move a piece like this, then they can move their bishop. Bishop kills the pawn, as you saw earlier, and then the only response is for the king to kill the bishop, but the queen's already covering that. So the queen kills and wins, right? You have to definitely turn down Bloom and Lens Flare. And I think I'm gonna get a quick kill again. Yeah, I am. I was lucky. I think we're starting to hone in on our art style, though. I need to change all of this. This obviously, I mean. So we're starting to hone in on our art style. So basically, the map has been saved. That's it for today. I guess thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.